Friday of the first week of Lent, February 27, 2026. If you, O Lord, mark iniquities, who can stand? My dear brothers and sisters, one of the most beautiful truths we hear in today's readings is this: God never gives up on us. In the first reading from the prophet Ezekiel, God speaks very clearly. He says that he does not desire the death of the sinner. What he wants is for the sinner to turn away from sin and live. That tells us something very important about God. God is not looking for reasons to condemn us. Instead, he is always inviting us to begin again. Whenever someone turns away from sin and chooses what is right, God welcomes that person with mercy. Earlier this week, we heard about the prophet Jonah and how he went to Nineveh to preach. The people listened to his message. They repented, and God showed them mercy. That same mercy is available to each one of us. But in the gospel, Jesus takes this message even further. Jesus tells us that our righteousness must go beyond that of the scribes and the Pharisees. In other words, faith is not just about knowing what is right or appearing religious on the outside. Faith must touch the heart and shape the way we live. And Jesus gives us a very practical example, our relationship with one another. He says that if you come to the altar to offer your gift and you remember that someone has something against you, first go and be reconciled with that person. Then come and offer your gift to God. What Jesus is teaching us is simple but challenging. We cannot separate our love for God from our love for others. Many times it is easy to love those who agree with us and treat us well, but it is much harder to deal with people who hurt us, misunderstand us, or frustrate us. Sometimes we become angry. Sometimes we hold on to resentment. Sometimes we avoid the person or the individuals concerned. But anger and grudges can slowly poison the heart. They take away our peace. That is why Jesus calls us to reconciliation. He calls us to forgive, to reach out, and to make peace whenever possible. This is not always easy. But remember, God shows that same patience with us. If God did not give up on us when we fall, then we are also called not to give up on one another. Lent is a time to look honestly into our hearts. It is a time to ask ourselves, is there someone I need to forgive? Is there someone I need to reconcile with? Is there anger or resentment I need to let go of? Because when we let go of bitterness and choose mercy, our hearts begin to change. And when our hearts change, our relationship with God deepens and it becomes more genuine. So as we continue our Lenten journey, let us ask the Lord to give us the grace to turn away from sin, to seek reconciliation, and to live with hearts full of mercy and compassion. And may this season prepare us to celebrate with joy the victory of Christ at Easter. Amen. Have a pleasant day.